The other thing I've played is a game that actually my old boss that I mentioned at the start of the show, he really got me into, because we're both history nerds. So does this game, have you ever heard of it, Mark? Hell Let Loose.
No, I saw this on the list and I was like, you've got me stumped on this one.
So Hell Let Loose is like, I wouldn't describe it as a battle royal, because it's not like, it's not that big, but it is like a big kind of multiplayer. We throw you into like a random squad onto a random map thing. But what it is like a painstakingly realized simulation of World War II battles. So you get popped in as your allied squad, and you get like a genuine map from somewhere across, like, we'll say northern France or something like that, just after D-Day. And you have a squad. You get put in your different roles, or officers, commanders, snipers, artillery people, and stuff like that. And you get like your little mini objective. Your commander is pulling the strings, and he's telling you where to go, where you're needed. There's usually like 2 to 3 objectives on the map. It's like defend here, take over here, hold here.
Has this got like a sort of tabletop, top-down looking perspective?
So you
right?
Well, no. It's like it's first person. It's first person. And it looks phenomenal. But then when you hit the select button or the options button, and it does like the top down topographical map, like no, like proper old school, like you just folded it out. It's no help to you if you're only used to using modern like first person shooter maps.
Sure. Yeah.
And like your commander is able to put like blips down on that map, but that don't appear in real life. You have to look at the map for the reference as to where you're going. It's really cool. The weapons and your movement and stuff are really authentic. You will definitely, it's not one of those shooters where you can just like start charging headlong into danger. You get shot if you break cover, if you were too reckless, if you don't think very thoroughly about your movements and take like, right, I'm going to check and make sure this building's okay, and then I'm going to kind of mantle across over this wall and just check my surroundings, and I'm going to run across the road to the next building and stuff like that. It's really, really tense. It really captures how I imagine those kind of battles must have felt. Steve, my old boss, he basically described it to me as like an average round in Hell Let Loose, and this will seem like a massive turn off to some people who aren't big World War II nerds, but he's just like, you will be on the edge of your seat with tension for 20 minutes, wandering around, trying to find something, moving slowly towards your objective, clearing out every house, making sure everything's okay, and then without seeing another human being, you'll get shot in the head and die.
It sounds like 1917, the video game.
Yeah, essentially. It's like, it's really tense. Like I hopped in last night and I won for the first time. Like your average map, the first couple of maps I've done, like to actually get to the end of it takes about 30 odd minutes. Like of real time. And like if you get killed, you can respawn. Like there's a cooldown of like 10 or 15 seconds, and you get to respawn to a certain point on the map. Like, but the places you can respawn are based on like places your team have taken over, objectives they've cleared. So if your guys are doing really shit, you're going to respawn back at the bottom of the map, right where you started, and have to like really leg it to get back into the thick of things. Or if your guys are pushing across the map and doing really well and capturing garrisons and building fortifications and stuff like that, you'll be able to spawn closer to the thick of it and just get back into things. It's also, because it's kind of not your Call of Duty style thing, because it's more like it's going for the authentic World War II simulation feel as opposed to a more kind of arcadey experience. Everybody that's been like using voice chat on it so far has been like extremely pleasant and cooperative. It's really fucking weird.
I saw the civilized gentlemen that are playing this one.
Yeah, no, because and like they do get into it. Like it's cool. Some of them are just kind of like, you know, talking fairly casually, but a couple of them who are clearly the real like history buffs are trying to do like authentic, give like tactical instructions and things like that, and will use the lingo to really kind of like kind of immerse themselves in the experience. So it's really fun. I think it was like 20 quid or something on Xbox, and it like Again, it's not going to be for everybody, so I can't say like a thorough recommendation, but for like if your brain is wired like me, if you're looking for something that's a bit different in terms of those kind of like World War II or first person shooter kind of things, maybe check it out. That's Hell Let Loose.